League, and very shortly it will be for real. We have all the action for you live. And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. My name is Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and sitting next to me, ready to give you all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. What are you expecting?
Well, as always, I'm looking forward to this because both teams have strong aspects to their game. Both managers like to play attacking football, and we've got some good matchups all over the pitch.
Well, you never quite know who's going to emerge from the shadows and become a match winner, but this man might be a decent shout. What are you expecting to see from him?
Well, how many times have we seen it? He's a magnificent crosser of the ball, and he will be a major threat today.
The initial 11 today for the hosts.
Well, on paper it's down as a 4-5-1, but for me it's more likely to be a split midfield, with 3 supporting the front man and 2 sitting that little bit deeper as defensive cover.
And the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Eder Militao plays with Antonio Rüdiger in central defence. Jude Bellingham starts alongside Aurélien Tchouaméni in the centre of midfield. And the main striker today is Kylian Mbappé. So the first half begins. Let's see what these two teams can serve up for us. Vinicius Junior. Rüdiger. Thoughtful play. Mbappé. Bellingham! And there it is! The opening goal, the ideal way to start.
Well, this is a very tidy finish, as you can see. He's under so much pressure, but his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal.
And back underway, 1-0 it is. Ibrahimovic. And the pass keeps them flowing.
Yeah, really good vision there.
Keeper's ball. Well, it smacks into the gloves of the goalkeeper. Vinicius Junior. Now with Bellingham. Valverde. Jude Bellingham. Attending to his defensive chores. Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. Playing with a flow and intensity. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. Ibrahimovic. Can he play it in? Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Federico Valverde. And the through ball. Instinctive save. Fantastic reflexes.
Well, I have to say, I thought that was in. Great stop.
Playing it in. Well, it was never really going to be of concern to the keeper, that one. Ibrahimovic. Well, that one has promise. Well, let's see about the cross. Not a convincing clearance. Well, that's a sad end to the attack. And slipped through beautifully. Well, just the tackle that was needed. Ibrahimovic. Impressive build-up. Cuts in from the flank. It's a perfect challenge. Vinicius Junior. Very effective passing sequence. Well, honestly, I didn't mean to jinx them. This wasn't a very good pass, finally. Ibrahimovic. And credit due, a good intervention. Vinicius Junior. And Bellingham. Is this the moment? Flag raised for offside. And Real doing well to win it back. Mbappe, Bellingham, and we cannot say enough about that save.
Well, how did he stop that? That is a remarkable save.
Now sending it in. Well, he couldn't get the header on the target, but robust defending. Kylian Mbappe. Oh, that's a clever ball. And Bellingham. Well, plenty of power there, but in fairness, should have made the keeper work. Ibrahimovic. And a tidy challenge. Alexander-Arnold. So 2 minutes to be added on at the end. Mbappe. Let it be Mbappe! Oh, tremendous reflex action there from the keeper.
Well, he didn't have long to react, did he? But that's a top-class save, I have to say.
to pick out a teammate. The first half here comes to an end. Well, a good first half. So back in business here. Who wants it more in the second half? A really fine piece of defending play to break it up. Ibrahimovic. Now with Alexander-Arnold. Federico Valverde. Not a foul, but the advantage with Real Madrid. The cross is on. And a little too close to the keeper in the end. Ibrahimovic. Well, they're moving it around with real purpose here. But they took care of the situation defensively. Is it going to be? Oh, good technique in terms of how he struck it. Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. Top-class defending. Vinicius Junior. On the ball, Rüdiger. Aurélien Tchouaméni. Now, maybe room here for the counter-attack. Bellingham. Rüdiger. What can Real do from this position? Oh, great attacking play. Mbappe! And that was goalkeeping right out of the top drawer.
It's absolutely remarkable. His reflexes were brilliant there.
Over it comes. And that is not going to help the cause. The header well off the mark. Time for a change then. Ibrahimovic. 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 Well, there's a really stylish piece of running. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Federico Valverde. Here's Carvajal. Danger building. Oh, good defending to stop a decent-looking attack. Well, maybe a good position from which to counter.
Well, the fans are driving their team on here, but can they respond with a goal? Time is running out.
Ibrahimovic. Giving it their all in search of an equaliser. But they dealt with the threat posed. Aurelien Tchouameni. Federico Valverde. And Real's creative tendencies coming to the fore. Spot on with that tackle.
Well, this game is far from over. They'll probably get one more big chance before the end. The crowd certainly think so. Just listen to that noise.
And lining it up. Ibrahimovic. And nicely over the top. Well, a wild swing at the ball in the end. That was what it amounted to. Well, a splendid individual performance, but the manager elects to make a change. Carvajal. On the ball, Rudiger. And nice vision. Well, taking into account all the stoppages, 2 minutes to be added on. Federico Valverde. Now a decent position. Could be. Oh, totally committed. Danger not finished though. To give them a chance.
Well, great save, but now they have to create a chance of their own. Not long left now.
Taken short. And there it is, the final whistle. Not what the home fans were hoping for before a ball was kicked today. Defeat for them.
It was a poor result, but it was a really tight contest. Both sides had their chances, could have gone either way, but in the end, they will be disappointed.
Well, a good performance put in by Jude Bellingham. He was in fine form today. Your thoughts?
Well, I enjoyed watching him today. His work rate, skill and movement were excellent, and he fully deserved to score that winning goal.